Hi guys, welcome back to the Pride of Villa. This is our last part to the series. Obviously we started off just talking about how the season's been, the 2019 to 20 season. Then Ben went on to do the interviews, and now we're starting on what is the future for Aston Villa, what we're going to see from next season, transfers, and what we're going to do. So
yeah, basically this is the third part in this season review. Apologies if the audio is a little bit quiet now. If you know, you know.
yeah, if you know, you know.
But basically, what, as Nathan said, we're going to be discussing our final grade for this season. Final grade for this season. The future of Aston Villa going ahead, and the future for us going ahead. So if you're going to enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, get commenting. We love the views. You love the views. You love the content, the clickbait.
You love the comment as well.
Yeah, but without further ado, let's get started. So obviously, we've done two parts to this season review. The first part was us discussing in length about the season in detail. The second video was me talking to a few of the Villa fans. Very gracious for that, by the way. But this video is really just more of a closing the book on last season and moving forward the next season. So obviously we're going to give our final grade for the 2019-20 season. We discussed this in length. We finished 17th, Carabao Cup final, survived by the skin of our teeth. It was an up and down season, but overall, not only is it a nice result that we got in the end, considering we got the win, but we're going on to possibly a really exciting next few years. Nathan, if you had to give a grade, what would you give this season?
Well, the last one
For 2019-20.
I think from the 2019 to 20 era, I think you could say it's quite successful. All we wanted to do was stay up. Obviously, we brought in about 12, 13 new players, so you're not going to be adjusted, are you, straight away? So just staying up, for me, it's really good. I don't think anyone last season should have expected like top 6, something like that. But for next season, you're going to see a lot like crazy stuff from Aston Villa. We're gonna, I'm just gonna say right now, we're gonna go for 10th. We're gonna go for mid-table. We'll be up there with the likes of Everton. Who else?
Wolves, hopefully.
Wolves. Yeah, that's true.
Basically, we're going to be challenged for mid-table, and I do believe we're actually are. Me personally, I think in the next 5 years we can start to dream Europa League. Yeah. In terms of a grade, I'm going to give this season a C+. I think, as we said, we did what we set out to achieve, not surviving the Premier League. It may have been hard, maybe difficult at times, but overall we did it, and we also achieved the cup final. And I think, you know, there's a little bit of hint bonus. Suzo leaving and the future going ahead. Yeah. So would you agree with that, C+?
Yeah, like we did what we had to do, and just getting to where we were in the Carabao final was actually quite crazy to think of. But that's just coming along with people underestimating who we are. Yeah. But from that, it shows that we want to get some, like, we go for like trophies basically. So it's just nice that we have that on the side, and hopefully next Carabao Cup we could probably win it. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. So now we're going to be talking about the future of Aston Villa. Obviously this is looking not only towards the next season, but really the future ahead. So first off, we need to start with the sporting director. And read the coaching stuff. Obviously, Smith is saying, reports are suggesting that there is in line a manager in case Smith basically mucks it up and they need to bring in a replacement. They've already got that on stock. John Terry is apparently expressing interest in leaving. I think it's going to happen either way.
Well, he's got two players. He's got Bristol City, obviously, and then Bournemouth. But if he wanted to stay like in
the fight.
Yeah, Bournemouth, I'd say, because I think they could probably come back up under the right manager, but I think it was right they went down. But only he can like take him out of the Championship right now. I think that's the best place for him to go, to be honest. Bristol City seems a bit like, it seems like you go from Man City to like something like Brentford, doesn't it? It's just a weird move.
Yeah. Obviously, the sporting director's gone. Jesus Garcia, Pritchard, very good thing to see there. We've all seen what's happened this season, the players we brought in. Although some good, some bad, overall it's just not been good enough transfer activity. And it could have been much better considering the club we are, the money we had. But he's gone. We brought in I think I want to say it's Joanne Large from FC Copenhagen. So we don't know what to expect from him really, but I'd like to think this season. And then going ahead, Smith's going to get the transfer activity down to him, which is hopeful there. We then move on to transfer activity. Obviously, a very exciting transfer window, I think, for Villa in the first time in a very long while, just because of the names we've been linked with. If you haven't seen it on my video talking about players we should be signing, or the transfer update I did put out recently, go check that. Those will be in the description, or just go check out the channel. But we've said a couple of names. I think just going through them quickly. Side Ben Rama, hopefully is going to be happening. Ollie Watkins, we've already discussed. Been a lot of activity around that. Apparently we did trigger a release clause, then came out an hour later we didn't, which was a bit unfortunate. Osama, Edouard, very exciting name to see there. Rashina's unfortunately going to a Bundesliga club, but that's fine. Joe Lolly, Iheanacho, Origi, but it's the players that we could be signing next season. That's very exciting, and as I said, I think it's going to make for us to have the season that we deserve to have this year. So yeah, it's very exciting to see that. We already know the money's been given 100 million for about 4 players. Let's just hope it can work.
It could be 5 because.
Well, yeah, we've been discussing this. We think there's a little bit more he can do, but
free transfers, free season loans. So obviously we were gifted with Pepe Reina for free last season, but we are trying to get him. There's reports of it. Would you be alright with it?
I'd be fine. I've already said I don't think we need another goalkeeper. I think Kalinic is off.
Yeah.
I think you might want to get rid of Nyland, but I don't see why. I think you still got Heaton, who might not be ready for the first game. You can still play Nyland or Steer for about 3 or 4 games and then bring it back in. I think we're fine there. But overall, I think it needs to be a centre half, maybe another fullback, depending on what happens there. Definite improvement in the midfield. 2 wingers ideally, and a striker, because you lot hate me for not saying striker. We then move on to probably the most exciting aspect of it, the youth academy. That are really investing heavily. We've seen it last season when Louis Barry coming in.
Yep.
Big prospect, and I think we agree in the sense that he deserves to get a start at least this season, no matter where we are.
He'd be like 17 though, wouldn't he? So
youth 17, 18. I'd like to see us. I've already said this multiple times. I want our youth academy to be like Liverpool and Chelsea and Arsenal. And I think we're moving in track. The players we're signing, a lot of them are youngsters, so clearly they are moving ahead with that, and it's really exciting to see what the future is going to be for Aston Villa, and hopefully we're going to see more homegrown talents like Jack Grealish, Gabby Abungah, or Ashley Young, players like them. Hopefully it's going to be a really exciting time for Villa. Anything else you want to add on Aston Villa right now in the future going ahead?
I think everything's just positive right now.
Yeah.
I'm just glad about Dean having the say in the transfers. I think the thing we criticised Dean about was using the 4-4-3. 4-3-3. Well, whether it was that tactic or that. I think the only reason we were like that is because we didn't have the players, and I think as soon as we get the players here, I think that would be quite a deadly squad for us to be playing. Also, Dean obviously said he wants to go for trophies. Trophies matters to clubs. So obviously in the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup coming up, I don't know when that will be. I think we're going to be challenging high, and we will have the right players for it. It's just nice to have a manager like Dean, who's obviously a Villa fan as well, looking for players like Joe Lolly, who is a Villa fan as well.
Hopefully they get someone from him in.
Like, that would just be amazing. You want people playing for you who actually have the passion for the club and actually like support the club. So it's like Jack Grealish as well. He's amazing and he loves the club. So
yeah,
exactly.
We'll then move on to finally the last little bit of this review, not as much associated with Aston Villa, but mainly about obviously the pride of Villa. We've been going since Man City in the Carabao Cup final. We did start a little bit earlier, but literally that was our first proper match, and I guess the start point for us. Although we haven't come a massive way in terms of what it probably sounds like we're saying, for us, especially in these past 7 days, week, depending on when you watch this as a recording, it's just gone really mad, if anything.
I think the word I want to say is viral in a way.
I don't want to say viral, because I don't
feel
think
like we've done I feel like the fans are doing right by us. And
Yeah, I think we're fine. Oh, I don't want to sound big-headed. I think we're finally starting to have a breakthrough.
Exactly.
If you didn't know, we've just hit 1,000 views on our Praise We Should Be Bringing in video.
Subscribers as well.
Nearly 100 subscribers as of recording. We're moving surprisingly mad. So we just want to thank you for that. But in terms of us going ahead, obviously we've already said this, after this video's gone out, content-wise it's going to be a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
But as soon as that season restarts in about 6-5 weeks, it's just going to get back up again. We're hopefully going to be bringing you more live reactions depending on what the government's advice is, considering we're still in COVID-19.
If we can get to a game, we'll go to a game.
We'll go to a game, but we still promise that at least by this season we will hopefully go to at least one game together. We'll still bring you the same content, live reactions, instant match reactions. Match reviews, we're not going to do match previews because they're boring. But overall, just bringing you much better and more consistent content. And yeah, hopefully you're going to enjoy that. Hopefully this channel is going to move on to be something a bit more bigger.
I do want to say something though. We have been getting a lot of comments as well, and I just want to say I do want to do another Q&A just before the season. So if you can get your comments in down below of what you want to ask.
On our social pages.
Yeah, on the social, Instagram, Twitter, just anything Villa related, and we'll respond quick. We don't really like the negativity. Obviously we had that one comment on the last video, so
you're Richard, what you doing?
It's funny, but yeah, we're a fan channel for Aston Villa, and we're gonna keep the content very consistent when the season starts again. So we're just gonna promise you the highest quality as we have from the start, and I feel like we've sort of played into our world, and we're doing what we're doing.
Yeah, I think one final thing I just want to say is we started this, and I think we still have the same mentality as a hobby. We're not intending for this to be journalists out of it. We're not intending to be YouTube successes. Although, again, not trying to be big-headed, I think we're kind of starting to see that maybe this could become something.
No, it is nice to see people are seeing something in us and like valuing our opinions.
So what I'm saying is we're not the best at football knowledge. We agree with that.
We
understand your comments sometimes. We're not going to be perfect. We just ask for you to at least not just be a moron basically on the comments. But yeah, we're only in this for a hobby. But following on what's going on, hopefully we can see this getting bigger with the pride of Villa. But without further ado, that's going to wrap it up for the season review of Aston Villa in 2019-20.
We're going to close that book.
We're going to close that book and hopefully start anew in 2020. If you did enjoy this video on this series, please, for the final time, subscribe, like the video, just get smashing, like Spike, turn on the notifications, get us to 200. Villa on tour, we are coming for you, we are your competition. But without further ado, I've been Ben, he's been Nathan, up the Villa with a pride of Villa. We'll see you later, boys.